right here, Global Leaders 2024 KZN region, and I'm sitting live right here with the incredible Dr. Thandi. Dr. Thandi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to have you with us on the Global Leaders Show. Now, I know you have quite an incredible profile in the petroleum industry, woman empowerment, making a difference. How about you share that with our lovely viewers?
Thank you for having me. So, my name is Dr. Thandi Matabete Ngongo, born in the rural areas of Moy River, but now married to Eastern Cape in Lusiki. I'm a family person. I have a husband and three beautiful kids that we are blessed with. I'm a woman in business, as you have said. In the petroleum industry. So I run the BP Moore Road service station that is by Bruria Center there. It has a Pick and Pay Express. It has a cafe, a wild bean cafe. It has like there's lots that's going on there. You'll see, if you go there, you'll see what I'm talking about. That's my primary business. And then I also have other businesses on the side. And then I also run a foundation, which is called Utandegile Foundation. It is my way of giving back to the community because, as I have said, I grew up in the rural areas. I know how it is not to have. I know how it is not to have a role model. So I try to go back to the same rural areas and be the role model to the kids that are coming behind us to say, dream big and all your dreams can come through.
I love when you say that, and for me, that's something that inspires me about your character is the fact that a lot of people, when they make it and they start achieving a lot of their goals, they forget their roots, they forget about where they come from. But you are still going back out there and being that role model for the future youngsters. How about you share your secrets to success with some of these kids and some of the viewers out there?
Yes, I think maybe I'll share just the three
Definitely.
top three secret to success that has helped me
Get
in
your
my
pens out.
journey.
Get your pens out.
Yes, I think the first one is on making the right decisions. That's very important. As human beings, we are faced with making decisions all the time. When you wake up in the morning, you make a decision. So it's important that you make informed decisions. And how do I make sure that I'm informed when I make decisions? I make sure that I continually improve myself. I learn as much as I can. Learning is not only academic. Yes, I'm a doctor. I went through all the NQF levels, but it's not only academic. We learn from each other as we're sitting like this. The viewers are going to learn from the stories. I learn from other women's stories in the Influential Woman platform, which is a very beautiful platform that you guys have created. So we learn all the time. So women and men out there, make sure that you learn as much as you can so that when you make decisions, at least the decisions are informed. They are going to take you forward. That's one of my secrets to success. As you know, I started at corporate. I was working at corporate, and then I had to make a decision to branch from corporate and run a business. And that transition is not easy. So I needed to make sure that I go back to school and learn as much as I can so that when I run this business, because it's a technical business in the petroleum space, I have all the information that I need. That's one of the secrets to success. Continuously improve yourself so that you make informed decisions. The second one, I think, is on planning. Planning. There's a saying that says if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That's how it is. So it's important that you plan. When there are speakers that are talking about making a vision, write your vision down, do a vision board. I do all those things. I need to see myself in 1 year. What is it that I want to achieve? In 5 years, what is it that I want to achieve? Things must not happen by mistake or by chance. It's very important in our journey of life that we plan. When you go to those empowerment events and they tell us about putting your vision down, writing your vision board. I do all those things as they help me. I know exactly this year, these are the things that I want to achieve. In the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, what are the things that I want to achieve? And of course, the plan must not be rigid. It must be flexible because we experience life, we experience different things in life and it might trigger a different thought. And then you may see yourself there and then you go back to your plan, you amend your plan. Very important as my second point on the ingredients to success. The last point for me is staying in my lane. There's lots of peer pressure currently that's coming with the media, who has what, who's driving the most expensive car, those kind of things. I stay in my lane. I make sure that as much as I'm on social media, because I also need to educate, people on social media, but I make sure that it does not affect me. I know exactly where I want to go. Maybe let me share a little story with you. When I was in corporate, I was one of the executive leaders in corporate, and my peers, when we go out of the boardroom to the car parks, my peers were driving the latest Range Rovers, and I could afford a Range Rover, but because I was saving to acquire a garage, I made sure that I am not buying the latest Range Rover, because I knew what my plan is. I had put it on my plan, and I did not want the peer pressure to say, you are a big leader now, you need to drive a big car. I knew that the time is coming. I stayed in my lane with the car that I had at the time, because I had a bigger picture. Very important. Decision making, staying in your lane, and informed decisions.
I love that. I love the fact that, a lot of us think that we want instant gratification.
Exactly.
The microwave effect, put it in the microwave
Yep.
and it comes out hot. What you actually doing is teaching people to look long term
Exactly.
and get a bigger result. So I like the fact that you actually are able to become that entrepreneur, leave that corporate world, buy your time. So at the time, you could have had the Land Rover, but you couldn't have had the freedom of
Exactly.
time that you have right now.
Exactly.
So greatly done. What are you currently working on, Dr. Thandi, and how can people out there get involved?
Currently, as I've said, I run a foundation, so we have different programs throughout the year. The first program that we have is Back to School, where we go back to schools in January with the school shoes, and all that kind of stuff. So the program that we are busy with now is a winter program, where we are donating jackets, tracksuits, to the rural areas. You would be amazed that in the rural areas, the kids there are still going to school barefoot. They're still going to school without a jersey, because they really, really do not have. So if you want to get involved, I'm always there at BP Moore Road, or you can get me on social media. In all social media platforms, I am Thandi Matabete Ngongo. Facebook, Instagram. Please reach out to us. Make sure that, together we can do more.
Definitely.
So if you are a person who wants to make a difference to a child that you don't even know, please reach out to us and make sure that we do this together.
I love that. And it's winter right now. We know how cold it is out there.
Exactly.
A simple jacket, you go to the Moore Road, donate the jacket,
Yes.
or even contact her via social media, maybe if you're going to do an e-wallet, whatever it may be. I can tell you one thing, your donation will get to the required person.
Yep.
I've read her profile, and now after meeting her, I can see she's very passionate and very real about helping people. Any final words, Dr. Thandi?
Thank you so much for having me here again, and thank you for all the wonderful work that you do. And for me, I think the final word for all of us is that currently we see that the economy is not looking good in South Africa, and the businesses are not as booming as we would like them to be. So I'd like to just give an encouragement to everyone out there to say that we are in this together. So do not give up on your plans. Make sure that you stay the course. Just one thing that you do every day, do it consistently. Do not stop what you're doing. It will yield results. The results may not be now, as we've spoken about instant gratification, but the results will come if you are consistent in your plan.
What a community leader, what a speaker. And now I know why they call you on the radio stations and all the different talk shows. If you want to get in touch with Dr. Thandi, maybe you need her as a speaker at your next event, and I'm sure she'll be most willing to empower all of your people. Dr. Thandi, thank you so much for coming to the Global Leader Show. Thank you for empowering our people. From all of us here, we send love and we send blessings, and may you always grow from strength to strength.
Thank you.
From
you
myself,
so much.
Rajiv Mothie, I've just got one thing left to say. You guys have just been motivated.